representative from each University of California, California State University, and California Community Colleges representative. And for me, it makes sense since UC, CSU, and CCC, each system is really unique. Hence, the needs of the students do really differ, starting with the amount of students that pay for their degrees. With the joint effort of Student Senate, Student Member Fitzgerald, and myself, we continue to tirelessly advocate for districts not to just focus on students' perspective in California community colleges system by including more student voices in the conversation. And as we heard today, the genuine commentary from Marjorie Bland, a fellow community college student, and report from Recovery with Equity Task Force, it is time to recognize students as experts to increase equity and sense of belonging, which is directly applicable to AB 1290, and hence recognizing and providing the space for students on CSAC is crucial for the equity work that we are championing at this board. Thank you.
Thank you. Board Member Grande.
Thank you, President Haynes. As I was listening to the incredible presentations that we received from Dr. Ajosi, as well as the Chancellor's Office on post-COVID-19 recovery and recovery with equity, I wanted to draw everyone's attention to the fact that there was very little concentrated information in the items about how the community college baccalaureate degrees could be strategized to help with the pandemic recovery, especially because they are so focused on career technical education and occupational professions that lead directly to huge wage gains. And AB 927 by Medina would help to extend out the community college baccalaureate degrees beyond its initial pilot phase and 15 colleges, so that it really could have it operationalized and leveraged the benefits of the community college baccalaureates for low cost 4-year degree completion in high impact areas that will be supporting our local and statewide economies. So I really hope that we'll be able to see this AB 927 to fruition and expand out the opportunities that the community college baccalaureate degrees provide.
Thank you so much. Are there any other questions from board members? Seeing none, I'd like to ask for public comment if there's any.
The public comment period for item 6.6 is now open. Please use the raise hand feature in Zoom to make a comment to the board. If you're calling into the meeting, use *9 to activate the raise hand feature, and a member of the Chancellor's Office will call on you. You'll have a maximum of 3 minutes.
We do have 2 hands raised currently. Let's start with Adrian Gray. You have control of your microphone and can address the board.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Board of Governors, President Haynes, Vice President Costa, Chancellor Oakley, and members. My name is Adrian Gray. I'm a trustee with West Valley Mission District, and I serve as president of CCCT, that's the statewide trustee board, one of the community college league's 2 policy boards. I also serve as the chair of the League Board of Directors, and it's in that capacity that I'm speaking in support of Assembly Bill 337 about student member on the Board of Governors. The League sent a letter recently in support of the bill to Higher Ed Committee Chair Medina, and I'd like to briefly highlight thoughts from that letter. As Member Colm Fitzgerald mentioned, currently there are 2 student members on the board, one with full voting privileges and the other without, and this bill, AB 337, would grant that second student a vote equal to their peers on the board. An important element in the League's support for this bill is that the student members of the Board of Governors are appointed to the board via a similar process to their colleagues. They are nominated by the Student Senate of California Community Colleges and then appointed by the governor. This open and transparent process ensures that the student voice is heard, while at the same time conferring on them similar standing to all board members who have a full vote. That standing, in addition to the right to attend these meetings and represent student views, includes responsibilities such as financial disclosure and ethics rules. The League recognizes the critical importance of the student voice throughout our system. As often mentioned here, we value and treasure and learn from the insights and lived experiences that students share. The League supports AB 337 because it will empower the student voice on the Board of Governors, and because student members will be appointed in a transparent and consistent process with other Board of Governors members. We urge your support of the bill. Thank you. And that concludes my remarks.
Thank you.
Next, we have Greg Pensa. You have control of your mic and can address the board.
Greg, I believe you're muted.
How about now? Are we good?
We're good. We can hear you.
Okay, sorry. President Haynes, Vice President Costa, Chancellor Oakley, and members of the board, and a shout out to Lizette. I'm Greg Pensa. I'm a trustee at Allen Hancock College, and I'm also a member of the CCCT. Our college serves a rural part of our coastal California. We're in northern Santa Barbara County, and agriculture is our primary industry. Even though Cal Poly is just up the road, they are impacted and do not have the capacity for our transfer students. It is also one of the hardest colleges in California to gain admission. Allen Hancock College is in the educational desert. The nearest Cal State campus is more than 100 miles away and a 2.5-hour drive in Ventura County, which is not commutable for our students. Approximately 40% of the adults in Santa Maria and Guadalupe, our core population, lack a high school diploma. They lack a high school diploma. Many of our students are not just first-generation college students, they are first-generation high school students. We are a Hispanic-serving institution with a population of place-bound students from underserved communities. We recognize the equity from our impact on our community. We would like you to join 20 other states in allowing locally driven baccalaureate programs that will go a long way to serving our Latinx community. The trustee and CEO boards of the league strongly support Assembly Bill 927. Thank you for your consideration.
Thank you.
That is all the hands we have raised at the time. We can conclude public comment.
Thank you very much. With the conclusion of public comment, we're now at the next to the last item on the agenda, which is board member reports. And so for those board members that wish to speak to their report, if you'll raise your hands and then we'll dispense with them that way. Okay, let's start off with board member Aguinaldo.
Thank you, Madam President. I just have a quick report. I've had the pleasure of working with Vice Chancellor O'Brien on trying to coordinate a next round of virtual site visits. Our focus is on the Inland Empire. I know there have been a few board members, including Board Member Rawlings and Board Member Perry, who have been very interested in joining the site visits. So if you're at all interested, please let one of us know. Our objective is to get at least one of them done before the next board meeting in May.
Thank you for that. Board member Grande.
Thank you, President Haynes. I just wanted to again congratulate Deputy Chancellor Gonzalez for her recognition that we provided yesterday, and to also thank her for allowing me to participate on the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion in Occupational Education panel that we did for CCC AOE in the month of March. We were joined with a phenomenal group of panelists where Dr. Gonzalez moderated the Dean of Workforce Development and Strategic Partners from Skyline College, Andrea Weisner, the student from Bakersfield College, who was absolutely phenomenal, Evelyn Rodriguez, and the Dean of Economic, Workforce Development, and Business Science, and immediate past president of the CCC AOE, John Jaramillo. We had an amazing conversation on DEI implementation in occupational education. And I think that it has incredible untapped potential that we are going to see in this post-COVID recovery absolutely exponentially expand to fill many of the voids that were discussed during the reports today. Thank you.
Thank you. Board member Fitzgerald.
Thank you, Board President Haynes. I want to join, obviously, in congratulations to Dr. Daisy Gonzalez, who honestly, I could think of no person in our system more deserving, no person in California more deserving of that award. And I just wanted to tell a 15-second story. I remember there was some sort of event with the Campaign for College Opportunity. It might have been their 30 or 50 years. I had barely been appointed to the board, and I was terrified because I'd never been in kind of a public fundraiser event. And I remember Daisy consoling me with Alexis at that time and kind of prepping me for conversations. And then I went up to Dr. Landia Josie, introducing myself, forgetting that she interviewed me because I was terrified, and that was that. And she consoled me after that too. So just a fantastic human being, Daisy is, all around, and just an incredible person. I wanted to briefly speak to a couple additional things. First of all, I know that now the kind of Recovery with Equity Task Force has given us additional charge. I hope that we will refocus on some of the work that we've done in supporting things like basic needs. That basic needs resolution called for a work group to be created. And I know, as I'm in my second to last meeting of the Board of Governors, I hope that I'll be able to contribute to some of that work, and if not, that there'll be a student helping lead, whether it be from the Board of Governors or the SSCCC, some of that work on the Basic Needs Task Force that is to come, and I'm looking forward to the future on that. I also wanted to briefly speak to some concerns I've heard from the students that I've spoke to in the SSCCC recently around AB 1504. And as you might recall, AB 1504 is the bill that fundamentally changed the way advocacy for students in our system was funded. It created the $2 student representation fee, where it used to be just $1, and it used to be kind of optional. I've heard that the implementation has been weak in some instances, and that there are some districts that are providing half as much funding as they used to, when they should be providing twice as much funding. Districts like Stake Center and with students like Stephen Couture witnessing these dramatic changes in funding. And so I just wanted to bring that to the attention of this board and to the Chancellor's Office, so that we can ensure that our students' advocacy is funded, so that we can compete on matters. Here's a perfect example. When we talk about head count versus FTES, our sister systems are going to get those students to outpay us in those conversations. And so we need to make sure that our students can join us in advocacy when it comes to federal funding like that, or just in any circumstance, so that we have the student voice being a critical part of our advocacy. Along the same lines, I was happy to hear some of the things about 705 and just a ton of public comment about AB 705. I look forward to future conversations around that. And ensuring that in the future, it's not only one institution that offers remedial courses or that does not offer any remedial courses, but that we really push more aggressively to ensure that equity is all around in all placement within all of our institutions. With that being said, that concludes my report.
Thank you so much. Board Member Williams.
Thank you, President Haynes. I just wanted to say thank you to the Chancellor and his team. I just recently completed the Senate confirmation process, and the team was very responsive, helpful, and helping me understand some of the issues that are unique to the state. And, so Chancellor, your team was just so helpful and just responsive, and, just want to really express the appreciation. And the process, you all have gone through the process. It's an interesting process. I was surprised at the level of depth and knowledge that the members of the Senate Rules Committee had about our issues. And they really pressed me about, me being young and coming on this board and not just sitting and being intimidated. And they say, look, like, we're confirming you, and these are my one-on-one conversations. Like, we want to see that you're involved and you're engaged, and that you're using your knowledge of being a local trustee. And just to reintroduce myself, I serve as a member of the San Bernardino Community College board. I'm serving in my second term, and And I'm a former student trustee and a former student of both of the campuses. And, hope to be able to bring my experiences to this board. Hope you all will see me as a resource. I can't wait till we can come back together face to face and break bread. I don't feel like I've gotten a chance to really interact with, all the other board members and the staff. We kind of miss that walking in the hallway and, just the nature of being face to face. We lose some of that. And so just really excited about being a part of the team. Looking forward to learning from you all. If there's any way that I can be a resource, please don't hesitate to tap me. And I just wanted to say thank you.
Well, thank you, Board Member Williams. I'm tickled. I don't know if you can see my face. I'm tickled that anyone would think that you were shy and that you would not bring issues forward, or that anybody could stop you from bringing issues forward. You are a wonderful addition to the Board of Governors, and we really appreciate your comments and your experience as a trustee. I mean, that you help to bring the issues that are happening on ground. That's the reason why we have faculty. That's the reason we have Bill Rawlings. That it is that to make certain that we have a full discussion of what's happening, not just a policy discussion, but a full discussion of what's actually happening on ground on our campuses. That's the reason why we have students. So I guess that was my report. And now we're going to have public forum, if we may.
Public forum is now open. Please use the raise hand feature in Zoom to make a comment to the board. If you are calling in, please use *9 to activate the raise hand feature, and a member of the Chancellor's office will call on you. You'll have a maximum of 3 minutes.
There are currently no hands raised.
Okay, then can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
All right, then we are all adjourned. Thank you so much for your participation in these 2 days, and I know I'll see you soon.
Thank you all. Have a good rest of your week.
You too.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for joining us. This concludes the meeting of the Board of Governors.